Fishing a new lake can be extremely scary for most anglers, especially big bodies of water where you just don't know where to start. Luckily for us, however, we have technology that is able to help us find new spots, help us find fish, and just be more overall successful on the water. We are at a new lake that I have never been to before, and I'm gonna kind of show you guys, I'm gonna go through exactly what I did to find the spot that I chose to fish today, and I had a lot of success here as well, so I know I did it right. So I'm gonna show you guys today my process on how I found this spot, how I use Navionics and Google Maps to find this area. So buckle up and enjoy the video. Before I even step foot on a new lake, I have done at least 2 to 3 hours of research on the lake beforehand, and I usually start off with Google Maps right away. Now, if you notice on this lake right here, this is the dam of the lake, and usually if you don't know where to start, dams are a great places to start just because there's access to deep water, there's usually rocks, so there's some type of structure. In the corner of dams, as is on this dam, right, you can tell it goes into a different type of structure. For instance, those trees and the beach right there. So that's going to be a good little transition point to fish. So right away, Google Maps can tell you a lot about a certain lake. As you see right here, that little parking spot where the road goes off of that little main road over the dam, that's where I would be parking. So now, you know, just with just one shot on Google Maps, I now know kind of where I want to fish. I know where I need to park and where I'm going to have to pull my sled down. In other cases, if you're not ice fishing, this would be, you know, where are the boat launches, right? Where are you going to be able to launch your boat? Or if you're on the bank, right? It would just be where are you going to park to walk down to go fish? Alrighty, now we have here the same shot of the lake, the same part of the dam, except we have it in Navionics, so we can see all the depth contours on the whole entire lake. And if you notice, right, the dam for the most part, there's not a whole lot going on. It's pretty much just kind of a deep drop all the way down. However, you do see on that left corner, you see those two little flat zones, right? And that's where basically, you know, each one of those lines, the closer the lines are together, the more inclined or declined it is, you know, in terms of the lake depth. However, when you see those like big little open circles like that, for instance, there's another one up top there in 60 feet, that's areas where the lake isn't really drastically moving depth-wise, and a lot of times that can be the best spot to fish. Fish just really relate to little flats like that. That's where I've caught some of my biggest trout through the ice are in flats like that. As you see as well, there is one kind of in the middle of the dam as well. And then there's also one kind of to the right of it. As you notice, it's not a full flat, but it is a little area where the water isn't as deep, or it's not, you know, drastically going down as fast as the other spots. And that may be a good spot to fish as well. In this case, I'm targeting trout, so that very top one up there, the white one, isn't going to really work well for me because that's 60 feet of water, and typically when you're ice fishing for trout, you're going to be a lot shallower than that, which is why the two below it, the ones in about 25 to 20 feet of water, really interested me. Before I even got on the lake, I kind of knew that was right where I wanted to go fish, and that's exactly where I drilled my holes today. Here I have another example. This is on a different lake, but this is another thing that Navionics is really great for. As you notice there's a river channel right in the middle of the lake, and then there's also like other little things, like there's a little culvert, you know, like old road beds, old bridges you can see on here if people have, you know, updated the map really well, and those can all be little pieces of structure that can be super important when fishing on a lake. Now, the lake I'm at today has pretty much zero structure along the whole lake. There's really not much for those fish to be using down there as cover. So in this case, these fish are probably going to be just cruising back and forth the lake. They're not really relating to any piece of cover. However, finding those little holes like that are going to create, like, you know, going to be little highways. So yes, the fish are moving back and forth, but there's certain areas where they may be moving more than other areas. And that's why it's so important to find those little spots, is you could be, you know, increasing the amount of fish or the size of fish, you know, drastically. Oh my gosh. Oh my God, that rod went off a freaking again? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Again. Oh, damn it. Okay, there we go. Oh, this is little. What the heck is this? Oh my God. Yeah. Oh yeah. Good one. Good one. Yeah. Yeah. That's a nice fish. Let's go. Oh, yeah. All right, folks. Look at this beautiful rainbow. Oh my gosh. Beautiful. That is a wild fish if I've ever seen one. I mean, look at the full fins intact, silver lake fish. He does have a little mark on his side, so he has been caught before, but wasn't smart enough to evade mine, I guess. It really pays off to fish new water sometimes. You just never know what you're gonna find. Awesome. All right, buddy. There he goes. My new favorite jawjacker rod is these ones by Frostbite. It's called a Royal Flush. It is a 36 light. And as you can tell, it is just the perfect bend if you're targeting bigger fish. It works as well for little guys, but I do like that super moderate, soft backbone for those big fish because, you know, these trout have huge head poles, and it's really nice to have something a little more forgiving for them. Got a Daiwa Exceller reel on there. It's a little 1000. I got, I believe 6-pound braid to a 6-pound fluorocarbon leader and a little Frostbite chartreuse fire tiger jig on the very end. And I just had that tipped with a little mealworm. As you guys can tell, it really pays off to fish new water. You just never know what you're gonna get. And it also really helps to use Navionics because it really helps you kind of establish where you want to fish today. If it wasn't for Navionics, I may not have picked this spot right here. I would have picked something similar because I liked this area, but I probably would not have drilled right in the spot that I'm at right now because of Navionics. I have 4 rods out all across this line, and the one that is on the middle of that flat is the exact spot that I've caught all of my fish today. The other spots aren't relating to anything specific structure-wise. It is only this spot that is sitting on that flat, and this has gotten me all of my fish for the day, which I find kind of, you know, funny, right? I thought I'd take a video here to show you guys this is what that transition looks like when you're on the lake. If you notice, right, there's a specific spot where that beach literally just stops and it goes right into the dam, and that little transition point right there can be awesome, especially on a lake that doesn't have very much cover. All right, that was the one we just set up. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Come here. Come here. Oh yeah. He inhaled that thing. All the fish are nice sized rainbows too. I mean, these are not small fish at all. You know, we're still looking for that 20-incher because I know there is many fish over 20 in this lake. However, the fact that we're still pulling out like solid 15 to 17s like this is just so much fun. Beautiful. Send him back. Yeet. Woo! Oh. Woo! If you guys learned something from today's video, you're also gonna love these two right here. Hopefully you guys got something out of this video. If you wanna see me do more like this, let me know. I'd love to make more, just exploring new lakes and trying to figure things out. So yeah, see you guys next time on Humbug Videos.